So the video we'll be reacting to, first star we have on our list is Squirtle, and it says I simulate 11 with Squirtle Pokemon in real life. So let's watch it. And by the way, it said it's AI. Just so you know. But these, oh my god, I wish that was actually real. Why does it look so real? I kind of want it.
What happens when you rescue a dying water Pokemon that's terrified of water?
That looks like real
obsession,
Charizard.
Kitchen disasters, and a bond strong enough to take down a shark. From a tiny creature found on the beach
my god, that looks real.
to an unstoppable titan with cannons.
That looks real.
This is Squirtle to Wartortle to Blastoise. Let's begin.
That's crazy. That looks real.
Just a normal morning walk on the beach. Until I found this little guy barely breathing.
From the Squirtle. Yo guys, I want you to comment down in the live chat or in the comments. Comment your favorite Kanto starters. Mine's all of them. And comment down your each region favorite starter. Oh my god, you look so cute! I would get one of these.
I ran home as fast as I could. Come on, buddy, drink something.
Yo, honestly, now I kind of, like, if I saw a abandoned animal, I would rescue it. Like, look at this Squirtle. I really wish it was real. I really wish Squirtle was real. I love this cute little guy.
Slowly, he started coming back.
Oh, nice.
Once he recovered, his personality came out fast. So I introduced him to the pool.
Yo, he introduced
the water Pokemon that can't swim. I jumped in and pulled him out immediately.
He probably did voice cover.
He swallowed half the pool. Poor little guy. I needed to cheer him up, so I made something special.
Sushi.
I offered him a piece of fresh salmon nigiri.
Aww.
One bite, that's all it took.
Yo, guys, what did I pause on? Guys, in the live chat, tell me if you're gonna get the new Pokemon game next year for the Switch too. I am. And my dad. I'm getting Pokemon Winds, and my dad's getting Waves.
He stared at me like I had completely changed his entire life. So I went ahead and prepared him a full sushi platter.
Oh my god.
And he absolutely demolished every single piece on that plate. Then one day he decided he wanted to make it himself. The kitchen was completely destroyed within 30 seconds. Rice absolutely everywhere, on everything, including him. It took me a full hour to clean up that disaster. But he had zero regrets, absolutely zero. Look at him.
Aww.
Sunglasses on, cocktail ready, living his absolute best life. That afternoon, I decided to fire up the backyard grill.
Oh. Sounds like
And that's when things started going very wrong. He smelled the smoke before I even noticed the fire. He launched himself off that float without any hesitation. The same Pokemon that couldn't swim was now flying through the water.
I wouldn't say fun, but
he exploded out of that pool like an absolute rocket and sprinted straight toward that massive fire without looking back.
If you're new to the channel, just to let you know, these things, like, every video is about like an hour. And just to let you know, if you're new to Pokemon, fire is weak to water.
He stood there facing flames 3 times his own size and hit that fire with everything he possibly had.
That's a scald right there.
But the fire was just too big, way too big. He dropped to his knees completely exhausted and out of water. But deep down, he absolutely refused to give up. Something incredible started happening deep inside his body. Squirtle was on.
Oh, nice. It's a war turtle now. And yeah, by the way, guys, Squirtle evolves at war turtle at level 16 and then evolves to Blastoise at 36.
War turtle had taken his place.
This honestly looks awesome.
And his water attack was on a completely different level.
Oh, ow!
The fire that defeated Squirtle was finally losing ground. He put out every single flame, every last one.
So guys, I might eat some Chick-fil-A.
A few days later, the ocean was calling his name.
What? Oh.
We went back to the exact same beach where I found him.
Aww. That's so cute.
He stood at the water's edge and just stared at it.
You know what, guys? If I was ever a Pokemon trainer in real life, and it was based on the Kanto region, I would pick Charmander. I would pick Squirtle, and then once the lab is closed at night, I would steal Charmander and Squirtle. Charmander and Bulbasaur.
Then he ran in like he had been doing it his whole life.
Uh-oh.
He was an absolute natural, like the ocean was made for him.
Virtual, you good?
Afterwards, I prepared his favorite sushi right there on the beach. He came out of that water with the biggest smile I'd ever seen. Fresh salmon nigiri on the beach. He was an absolute heaven.
You can have some too.
And
no, it's a Sharpedo.
Dark appeared beneath the surface.
Guys, to let you know, that's a Pokemon in the home region, and his name is and the Pokemon's name is Sharpedo.
He spotted it immediately. Every muscle in his body tensed up. Sharpedo, one of the most dangerous Pokemon in the entire ocean.
No, it's actually weird. Guess what doesn't make sense? Like, Magikarp should evolve to, like, how does Magikarp evolve to, like, this big blue dragon bird in, like, the ocean? I feel like Magikarp should evolve to Dragonite because Dratini to Dragonair, then to it makes no sense.
Wartortle froze. His instincts took over completely. Sharpedo hit that shell with full devastation.
No.
The impact threw him all the way back onto the shore.
Did you get him?
He was hurt. He was exhausted, but he wasn't finished.
No! Oh my god. He's Blastoise. Oh my god.
Something deep inside him began to stir, and then Blastoise.
It's Blastoise. Oh my god, that's crazy.
He pulled into his shell and started spinning at full speed. And hit Sharpedo like an absolute freight train.
That's just funny.
Sharpedo disappeared into the deep ocean and never came back. But we had a serious problem. He no longer fit through the door. So the backyard became his new home. He didn't mind at all. Watching him try to eat tiny sushi with those massive hands was priceless. Then one afternoon, a massive shadow appeared over the backyard.
It's Charizard!
Charizard. And he
Just to let you know, guys, Blastoise is going to win. He's water type, he can beat Charizard.
was looking for a fight.
But for some reason, it's in the show, Charizard always wins. But Blastoise is going to win because he's water.
That flamethrower hit the ground just inches away from him. Blastoise aimed both cannons straight up at the sky and sent Charizard crashing down to the ground. I reached down and gave him the biggest pat I possibly could.
Yo! That was great. I love Blastoise and Scar. Oh, ooh. Next we have Charmander. Let's see.
What happens when you adopt a fire-breathing Pokemon? Burned curtains, melted remotes, and one very guilty face. But also courage, growth, and an unbreakable bond. From tiny lost Charmander to mighty Charizard.
Venusaur!
This is our story. It started on a cold night, a tiny creature alone and scared in my backyard. He saw the warm lights through the window, and he walked toward hope.
Aww.
That little face pressed against the glass. How could anyone say no?
I would never say no.
So I opened the door, bestest.
You guys, if you ever have a pet on your window, let it inside. It feels bad, just let it inside. Like if Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle were real and they were out there next to Charmander, I'm adopting those. Those are my kids or my Pokemon. Those are just my best friends.
Decision I ever made, and the worst.
And the worst,
He fit perfectly in my hands. So small, so warm, so dangerous. He looked around like he'd never seen a home before. Maybe
It's
he
baby
hadn't.
Charmander.
Then he saw the fireplace.
Guys, by the way, we're reacting to all the starters. I'm so sorry.
And it was love at first sight for him. He curled up right next to it. Finally safe, finally warm, finally home. The next morning he woke up happy. I woke up to my new reality.
Uh-oh.
He explored everything.
He's going to
Curious
burn down the
about
house.
every corner, every object, every danger. Then he sneezed. A tiny sneeze. With a not-so-tiny fireball attached.
Uh-oh.
The look on his face when he saw what he did, pure shock.
Uh-oh.
Good thing I bought a fire extinguisher. I would need many more after this. He made himself so small, like he was trying to disappear from shame. He tried to hide behind the couch, but his tail gave him away instantly.
Uh-oh.
I couldn't stay mad at that face. I forgave him. First mistake of many. He saw a glass of water and panicked like it was pure acid or something. His favorite spot? Right on top of the radiator. Maximum heat absorption mode.
Oh, I love it.
BBQ ribs became his obsession. The messier the better. Zero table manners.
Yo! What the heck? My God.
Grabbed the remote. It melted instantly. That was the third one this week. Road trip day. He was so excited he couldn't stop wiggling those tiny legs. Finally, we arrived. His tail was wagging the whole way to the campsite. He toasted marshmallows with his own tail and ate every single one of them.
He's like, can I have one? Well, dude, give Charmander s'mores. Dude, Charmander will love s'mores.
Back home, everything was perfect. He was playing, happy, distracted, too distracted. His tail
I'll see if there's every starter of real life so we will all react.
swung back. He didn't notice, but the couch definitely noticed it. When he turned around and saw the flames, his whole world just broke. I grabbed the extinguisher again, but this time I was really, really frustrated with him. He saw my frustration, and something inside him just completely shattered into pieces.
No.
That night he left.
No!
Not because I kicked him out, because he kicked himself out.
No!
He wandered alone through empty streets. No home, no warmth, just guilt and shame.
I'm not actually crying, but I'm upset.
And it started raining. The worst possible thing for a fire-type Pokemon out there. He ran desperately searching for cover, his tail flame getting weaker every single second.
No.
He found a bench and hid underneath, shivering, terrified, flame
If I ever find a Charmander under there, or any starter, I'll get it.
almost going out completely. Then he heard something, a small cry. Someone else was in trouble out there too. A tiny Caterpie was trapped under a branch, struggling, helpless, just like him before. He pushed with everything he had, every muscle burning, and finally the branch moved. Then something incredible happened.
He's a Charmeleon!
His whole body started glowing bright white and golden. When the light faded, Charmander was gone. Charmeleon had taken his place now. First thing he did with his new power? Protect the little one who needed help. I found him that night, bigger, stronger, but with the same eyes I remembered. He came back home, and this time he was determined not to mess everything up. But being bigger had its own problems. He got stuck in doorways constantly now. Spicy wings became his new favorite, the hotter the better. Fire-type approved meal.
Yo, type in your favorite spicy food. I love spicy food.
He started training, not to be stronger, but to control what he already had inside. Day after day he practiced, until he could light candles without burning the whole house.
These are really interesting. They used to watch.
A wild Beedrill appeared, angry, aggressive. The stingers looked really sharp and really dangerous, honestly. Twin needle attack incoming.
Oh!
He dodged just barely in time. Those stingers almost got him good. One fire blast upward. Bug types hate fire. Same spot by the fireplace, same peaceful face, just taking up way more space now. Then one day he saw it, a mountain in the distance. Something was calling him there. The climb was brutal. Every rock was a battle. Every step was pure exhaustion and pain. But then he reached the top and saw the sunrise, and everything just made sense. He roared with everything inside him. All the pain, all the growth, all the
Let me guess, they found a wild Venusaur?
triumph. And then the light came again, brighter than ever before. Transformation was happening again.
It's Charizard.
When it faded, a dragon stood there,
What?
wings spread wide. Charizard had finally arrived. He spread his wings and unleashed fire to the sky, announcing his power to the world. Then he jumped off the mountain into the sky, flying for the very first time. He soared through the clouds like he was born to do it. Pure freedom and joy. A blast of fire lit up the morning sky. The whole world could see his power now. Then he met Venusaur, fully evolved, massive.
Yeah, we got to see the Bulbasaur one.
The final evolution. Tons of raw power. But Charizard had faced worse. Climbed mountains, conquered his fear. Venusaur unleashed Solar Beam.
No!
Devastating power. Fire blast from above. 4 times super effective. But power meant nothing without home. So he turned around and flew back to me. He landed in the backyard like a meteor. Controlled, powerful, and very, very large now. He looked at the back door, then at himself. Yeah, that was never going to work. But when I touched his face, he closed his eyes. Same reaction as that first night. Dinner portions got sick.
Yo, we gotta find a Bulbasaur one. Actually, I want to find a Bulbasaur. How about I just... No, he made Toadette. Oh my god. Yes, they do have a Bulbasaur.
What happens when you...
Wait, how many does he have? Okay, guys, we gotta watch all of these. These are amazing. Oh my... We're watching all of these.
Raise a grass Pokemon. Complete garden chaos. A dangerous dragon fruit obsession. And a bond so powerful, it survived catastrophic drought. From a tiny bulb creature sleeping in flower pots, to a colossal titan that summons storms from the sky. This is the journey from Bulbasaur to Ivysaur to the unstoppable Venusaur.
No!
Let's begin. It all started one morning when my doorbell rang.
Uh-oh.
I opened up the door and I absolutely couldn't believe it. A tiny grass creature was just sitting there on my doorstep, staring right up at me.
I would honestly keep that.
Huge, innocent eyes staring at me. How could I say no?
Same.
He didn't even hesitate and jumped straight into my waiting arms.
Nice.
And just like that, I had myself a brand new little roommate to take really good care of. He was immediately curious about absolutely everything he saw around the house. So I decided to show him something really special that I had actually been growing for several weeks. We planted this dragon fruit seed together in the fresh soil, side by side, just like true partners. And from that very first moment, he watched it grow every single day. 1 week later, the plant was already growing incredibly fast together.
Looks like cactus.
After a full month, they were both the exact same height, growing side by side perfectly. And finally, after all that patience and waiting, the dragon fruit was completely ready to harvest. He could barely contain his excitement watching me cut it open.
That's literally... Dude, I have the same face. Like, that's me every time I want to eat something that's good. My dad makes it very good. I'm, like, thanking him so much.
The moment I held it up to his face, I knew this was going to be special.
Who loves dragon fruit? I love dragon fruit. You gotta try it.
That very first bite of dragon fruit changed everything. He was completely and totally hooked instantly. 3 fruits later, and he was in pure food heaven. From that day forward, he'd sneak into the fridge every single night hunting for more fruit. He even started sleeping in the plant pots with the garden.
Oh, God.
And spent his entire afternoons just chasing every single falling leaf he could possibly catch outside. He wanted to help me with the gardening so badly, but he didn't quite understand it yet. The fertilizer incident was definitely not his finest moment at all. And apparently, he thought that more water always meant healthier plants. He was very, very wrong. But then disaster struck when he accidentally bumped the table hard. The dragon fruit plant we grew together crashed down to the floor and shattered into pieces everywhere. I had never seen him look so absolutely heartbroken and guilty before in his entire life.
Aww.
But it wasn't his fault. These things happen to everyone sometimes. We replanted it in fresh new soil, giving it a second chance to grow strong again. But that very same night, a massive storm started rolling in. Without thinking twice, he rushed outside into the pouring rain. He positioned his entire body between the violent wind and the plant, protecting it with everything. The storm kept getting stronger and stronger, but he absolutely refused to move even an inch. Then something incredible started happening. His body began glowing bright. When the light finally faded away, Bulbasaur had completely evolved into a much more powerful Ivysaur. The storm cleared instantly, and the plant was perfectly safe. It was definitely time for training, hitting the targets with serious, devastating force. And he could launch these glowing, razor-sharp leaves that sliced straight through absolutely everything in their path. Then a wild Golduck appeared looking for a fight. Grass versus water. This was going to be an incredibly difficult battle to win.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. Water's weak to grass.
For him. Ivysaur prepared his razor leaves, spinning them up fast and sharp. Golduck charged up a massive water blast in his mouth. They both attacked at the exact same time, and their attacks collided with explosive force. After an intense back-and-forth battle, Ivysaur finally won. But he was completely exhausted. But a few days later, a brutal heat wave hit, and everything started drying out fast. He tried watering the dragon fruit plant, but the hose barely had any water coming out. The fruits started turning brown and falling off one by one, hitting the dry, cracked ground. His desperation to save the plant triggered something deep inside him. He started glowing. When the light faded, he had evolved into an absolutely massive and powerful Venusaur. His massive flowers started glowing blue as he performed an ancient rain dance.
Yo, okay, if a Venusaur was in my house, it would not be bigger. But you know what? Venusaur is bigger. You know what? Venusaur is bigger than the house right now. That's crazy.
To summon water. Dark storm clouds rapidly formed in the sky above us instantly. And then the rain finally came, soaking the dry, cracked earth with life-giving water everywhere.
You guys weren't in this video as flashing
lights.
lights.
Absorbed the water and came back to life right before our eyes. He stopped the rain. The crisis was over completely now. A few peaceful days later, I rewarded him with fresh dragon fruit like we used to. But then the ground started shaking. Something... A massive Blastoise crashed through the fence, looking for a battle and completely destroying everything. Two Titans, grass versus water. This was going to be the ultimate test of strength. Blastoise fired twin hydro pumps with absolutely devastating water pressure. The attack hit...
Do you know that was the guy's Pokemon who trained the Bulbasaur? They're just having fun.
Pushing Venusaur back several feet, but he stayed standing strong. He countered instantly with massive vine whips, each one as thick as tree trunks. The vines slammed Blastoise down hard, cracking the shell slightly. But Blastoise wasn't done yet. He withdrew into his shell and charged forward like a missile. Venusaur planted his feet deep and braced for impact. The collision created a massive shockwave. Both Titans were breathing heavily now, completely exhausted, but neither one willing to give up. They both charged up their most powerful attacks.
Hey, yo, what the?
Solar Beam versus Hydro Cannon.
What the?
The beams collided in the center with explosive, devastating force. When the smoke cleared, Blastoise was down on the ground. Venusaur had won the battle.
Dude, the Blastoise was raised by the guy who raised Venusaur, and they're just playing, by the way.
I came home to find my entire backyard completely destroyed. But a few days later, everything was repaired.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god.
Yo, that's crazy. Okay, next on the list, we have Meowth. Ooh, Meowth.
What happens when a tiny cat Pokemon discovers your jewelry? Chaos. What happens when he steals your most precious ring? Heartbreak. But what happens when he has to choose between his treasure
That's Pokemon
and you?
Detective.
From backyard thief to loyal guardian. This is Meowth's story. It was just a perfectly ordinary afternoon in the backyard. Or so I thought. I was outside looking at a coin I'd just found. I had absolutely no idea I was being watched very closely. Whatever it was out there, it really wanted that coin. Just not very gracefully. But fast. Incredibly, impossibly fast when it needed to be. And just like that, completely vanished. Wait, something was glowing deep inside those bushes.
You guys, these are very interesting. NGL.
Two little eyes watching me, waiting.
Holy crap.
And there he was, sitting on top of an entire collection of stolen goods. I didn't chase him, I just knelt down and offered my hand. It took a while, but slowly he came closer. I tried giving him food. He looked at it like it was completely irrelevant. The only thing that got his attention was anything shiny. He literally tried to steal an entire roll of aluminum foil. Then got absolutely terrified by what he found inside it. And immediately pretended nothing had happened. Classic. That's when Eevee showed up. She wanted to play, desperately, embarrassingly desperately. Meowth was not interested at all.
Yeah, that's my sister. Okay, my sister's a Meowth. Okay, use it as an example. My sister is the Meow on the Eevee. I'm asking her, hey, do you want to play on Sync? She's like, no, I'm going to play Roblox.
Poor Eevee had absolutely no idea what she'd done wrong.
My mom just said like
And then
that.
there it was, my engagement ring just sitting there.
Oh.
I should have known. I really should have known. Every single instinct he had was pointing at that ring. Gone, just like that. And he was gone with it before I could even react. He took it straight to a secret hiding spot under the bushes. I searched everywhere, the table, the counter, every single drawer. That ring wasn't just valuable, it meant everything to me. And somewhere outside, he was watching the whole thing. I sat down at that table and I just didn't know what to do anymore. That's when something shifted inside him, something he hadn't felt before. He looked at the ring sitting there among all his precious things. And for the very first time, the shine didn't seem so important anymore. He picked it up carefully and turned toward the house. That tiny little walk across the garden was the biggest thing he'd ever done. He walked in so quietly, I almost didn't notice him at first. But then I felt something small tapping at my leg. He was holding it up with both paws, offering it back to me. I sat down on the floor and just held him for a long, long time. After that day, everything changed. He started exploring like he owned the place, which was fine, until he discovered my jewelry box sitting on the dresser. I came back to find him wearing my gold necklace like it was made for him. Caught red-handed, again, looking absolutely 0% guilty. And then he just ran, full speed through the entire house. Which is exactly when Eevee chose the worst possible moment to appear. The necklace went flying through the air in slow motion. They just sat there staring at each other, completely and utterly confused.
Let's just be honest. If everybody was voting on the Pokemon that they want to be real life, everybody would choose Eevee. Just to be clear.
I walked in to find cushions everywhere and my necklace on the floor.
Are you for sure you're a girl? You sound like
Meowth
man.
was already grooming himself like nothing had happened whatsoever.
Yo.
I bought the biggest padlock I could find. It lasted about 3 days. But then something unexpected happened. He started bringing things to me instead. Then one night something woke him up. Something outside in the dark.
I guess it's
a
the
houndar
one
had found its way into our garden. And it was not friendly. And despite being half its size, Meowth walked straight out to face it. It didn't go well, not even close to well. Then Eevee did something that broke my heart.
No.
She stepped forward to help him.
No.
And that was it. Seeing her in danger changed absolutely everything for him.
No.
Something deep inside him that had never been touched before finally woke up. And the little thief from the bushes was gone forever. What stood in his place was something else entirely, something powerful. Persian didn't hesitate for even half a second. Houndour fought back hard, but Persian was completely in control. Every single move was precise, calculated, unstoppable.
I'm enjoying this.
And then he delivered the final blow. Houndour didn't look back, not even once. I heard something outside and opened the door, and just stood there in complete shock. That night he sat beside me in the dark, just the two of us in the moonlight. Persian tried very hard to maintain his dignity. Evie made that basically impossible. Bigger body, bigger ambitions. He took the entire jewelry box this time. I found my necklaces hanging from the garden bushes like some kind of art installation. And every night those two would curl up together like they'd always been family. Turns out even the most elegant Pokemon alive cannot resist a piece of string.
Oh my god. That Eevee sofa it's supposed to be real, not from looks like from the game.
And just like that, this became our life. Chaotic, ridiculous, and completely perfect. Every single night without fail, he was out there watching over everything. The same cat who once stole from me was now the one keeping me safe. One afternoon, he found his old hiding spot under the bushes and just stared at it.
This is interesting. I feel
then
like I don't want to talk.
Then he walked inside and placed his most precious coin right at my feet. Every single thing he had ever stolen, he had left behind, all of it, for me.
That was awesome. Seriously. Next. Yeah?
What happens when you find a ghost under your bed that you can't even touch? Ramen obsession.
This is crazy.
Paralysis pranks.
Guys, now we're reacting to my dad's favorite Pokemon Gengar.
And a bond strong enough to take down a Titan, from a tiny ball of gas to a three-eyed nightmare. This is Ghastly, to Haunter, to Gengar, to Mega Gengar. Let's begin.
Mega Gengar.
It started on a Tuesday night.
Dude, I love Arcanine. That's one of my favorite fire types of the whole entire Pokemon history. It's my favorite fire type
Woke
Pokemon.
up and my apartment was freezing. Half my dinner was gone. No crumbs, no bite marks, just gone.
I think
And there was something on my wall that shouldn't be there. That night I looked over the edge of my bed. Two eyes were staring back at me. I grabbed my flashlight. My hands were shaking, but I had to know. A tiny ball of purple gas, just sitting there between my shoes, terrified. The second the light hit it, it bolted straight into my closet. But it couldn't help itself. One little eye kept peeking out at me. So I did the only thing I could think of. I put food on the floor and waited. And just like that, it floated over and ate right from my hand. Eyes closed. Completely calm. After that, it followed me everywhere. Like a little purple shadow. I tried to pet it. My hand went straight through. It couldn't be touched. But every night it would float right next to me. Close, but never touching. Then one night something slammed against my front door. A wild Houndoom right on my porch.
Close the door immediately.
Ghastly flew in front of me to fight it, but every attack went right through. Something inside it snapped, and in a flash of lightning, it changed. Bigger, solid grin, floating hands.
That's a Haunter.
This was no longer Ghastly. This was Haunter. And the first thing it did was lick my hand. I couldn't move for 10 minutes. Haunter had one big problem. It would steal food through solid objects. I found it under the table, eating my sandwich. Zero regret. My friend came over. Haunter phased through the wall right behind him. He screamed. I didn't even look up from my phone. But when it was just us, it would eat right from my hand, gentle as ever. It loved messing with me. The remote would slide away every time I reached for it. One night it went inside my TV, just its face, grinning, game over.
Yo, let's just be honest. Hunters don't like the Pokemon that would scare you. Jump scare.
I tried to hug it one night. My arms passed right through, just like Ghastly. It looked down at its own hands, and for the first time, its grin was gone.
Maybe one of us a Gengar, you can finally hug it.
One night I came home defeated, worst day I'd had in months. Haunter tried to put its hand on my shoulder. It went straight through. But that night, it stayed right above me, watching over me until morning. Then something showed up in the yard, a Nidorino.
Oh, that's what's going on, Arena.
Horn lowered, looking for a fight. Haunter flew straight
Imagine if it evolved to a Nidoking, that would be bad.
at it, tried to scare it off. Nidorino didn't even flinch. The horn went right through its body. Haunter flickered like it was about to disappear.
Evolve to Gengar.
When the light faded,
Here's the thing. Now you can touch Gengar and hug him.
something else was standing there. Solid, heavy, grinning. One Shadow Ball, that's all it took. Nidorino never came back.
Nidorino. Love that name.
I reached out my hand, and for the first time ever, it didn't go through. That night I made ramen, held out the chopsticks. It lost its mind. Face in the bowl, noodles everywhere. I'd never seen anything eat with that much joy. It slept in my bed that night. The mattress actually sank. It had weight now.
That's scary.
We'd watch TiVo together. It would
TV,
always
you
steal
mean?
popcorn when I wasn't looking. My friend came back, turned the corner. Gengar was just standing there, grinning. He didn't come back for 2 weeks. We started going on walks, just us. Frost footprints on the sidewalk behind it. Sometimes it would disappear into my shadow, just ride along, completely hidden.
Oh, that does
But
not
the second it
that
smelled
looks
ramen,
like that's
it would
real.
crawl right out.
Not AI.
Every single time.
Guys, that looked so real.
Sometimes it
Look.
would disappear into my shadow,
That looked
just
so
ride
real.
along, completely hidden. But the second it smelled ramen, it would crawl right out, every single time. It would carry its bowl to the couch, both hands, waddling, careful not to spill. One
did.
morning it rained. Gengar ran outside and just stood there, grinning at the sky. We started exploring together, long walks through the woods, just us. Then something stepped onto the
I was expecting Gengar to be like a little bit bigger, like the same height as the trainer.
path, massive, burning hot, and arcanine.
It's Arcanine. It sounds funny, but I gotta admit, Arcanine's my favorite. Well, here's the thing though, Vulpix. I can't talk. Vulpix and Arcanine are my favorite Fire Kanto Pokemon.
Gengar didn't hesitate. It stepped in front of me before I could even
Oh, I
react.
use Shadow Ball.
Shadow Ball after Shadow Ball. Gengar was faster,
Shadow Ball.
stronger, relentless.
Guys, these moves, I will recommend some moves for Gengar. Don't give him Energy Ball. Give him Shadow Ball. It's better.
The Arcanine dropped.
No.
Gengar walked up to it and let it go. It waddled back to me like nothing happened. Same grin, same eyes. On the way home, it scared a stranger at the gas station. Couldn't help itself. We got home. It crawled out of my shadow and went straight to the kitchen. We were driving home one night. Gengar was in the passenger seat, calm, quiet. Then the ground started shaking. The car rocked. Something was coming. A Tyranitar. End of the street, 8 feet tall, armor like a mountain. Gengar stepped out and stood its ground. It didn't know what it was facing.
Tyranitar's Dragon type.
Shadow Ball, full power, direct hit. Tyranitar didn't even blink.
Tyranitar's Dragon type.
One hit, that's all it took. Gengar went down, and I ran.
Gengar. Oh.
I held it. It was cold, barely breathing, and Tyranitar was still coming.
Yeah, one question. Where's the nose on these Pokemon?
Gengar started glowing. Not like before. This was different.
That's Mega Gengar, baby. That's Mega Gengar. If you have a shiny Gengar, it looks the same, but it's like whiter. Like just a whiter purple. But like once it makes evolves, it's like white, and then it looks awesome.
3 eyes, purple flames, no legs, just shadow. This wasn't Gengar anymore. It moved without walking, just shadow, gliding toward Tyranitar like a nightmare. Tyranitar swung, full force. Its arm went straight through. Mega Gengar didn't even move. Then the shadows came, crawling up Tyranitar's legs, wrapping around its armor, freezing it. The flames died out, the third eye closed, and Gengar collapsed on the string. I wrapped my arms around it, and for the first time ever, they didn't go through. I bandaged every scratch. It slept for 14 hours straight.
Oh, that's nice sleep right
When
there.
it woke up, and it just sat there, looking out the window, quiet.
It hurts my
That
eyes.
evening, we sat on the porch, side by side, watching the sun go down. Next morning, normal breakfast. It held up its empty bowl, wanted seconds, obviously. I found it staring under the bed, the same spot where it all began. Nothing there anymore. We walked out the front door together, into the sunset, a ghost that couldn't be touched, that never let go.
Oh my. Dude, I love that. Yo guys, I kind of want to watch I Got a Pet Megalucar. Dude, that's going to be such awesome. Dude, that would be awesome. We got to react to that. Wait, first of all, let me see my storage. I gotta see my storage to see if I have enough. Okay, not bad.
Bro, check out the size of your brain.
What happens when you bring home a fighter? That can feel everything you feel? Dumpling disasters, midnight
Growlithe.
training, and a bond powerful enough to trigger something
That's a Grand
ancient.
Chomp.
From a tiny pup with shaking fists, to a warrior with scars, and a spear that burns like a sun. This is Riolu to Lucario to Mega Lucario. Let's begin. If he takes one more step, this house won't survive. 3
Oh.
years earlier, he fit in one hand.
Aww.
He didn't trust me, but he felt something. He didn't know what he was yet, neither did I.
Is it real?
He thought I was adopting a pet.
How to evolve Riolu is you gotta evolve it by friendship to Lucario.
He was training for something. He watched every fight scene and took notes. Every kick had purpose, even the ones that failed. Strength was never the problem, balance was.
Oh, true.
Gravity undefeated. He doesn't hear words, he feels emotions. He mastered one move first. Steel.
That's Sugar Nuggets. Over
For
Dino
the first
Nuggets.
time, he wasn't following. He stared at the sky like he remembered. Fighting type, couldn't catch his own tail. That was the first time I saw what he could become. One morning I woke up, and he was already training. He wanted control. Nature wanted patience. He always knew when I was tired before I did. Seasons changed. he didn't. He was trying something impossible. He watched the snow like it was a lesson. He was growing quietly.
Yikes.
And I could feel it too. Something inside him was waking up. And I wasn't sure I could stop it.
Lucario? Yeah, that's
The
definitely.
day he got it right, everything changed.
Lucario?
He could break a tree in half,
Okay, he should
but
be
not
evolving.
fold a dumpling.
Okay,
He saw who he
you
used to
should
be
be.
and who he had to become. He wasn't small anymore.
Lucario.
He was becoming something else.
It's Lucario.
That night, his body chose. He was terrified. So was I. And then, he changed.
To Lucario.
Not bigger, different. He looked at me and he knew that was enough. The next morning, he tried to be the same. He wasn't. He moved through the house differently.
Guys, by the way, if you just came to the stream, hi. Today we're watching this.
He finally understood his weight. People
I
didn't
guess
see a
2
puppy.
minutes later,
They saw
he's gonna
something
hit me with
powerful.
Lucario. Yo.
When the boy slipped, he didn't hesitate. He moved. That's when the town stopped being afraid. Some things never change. He still waits for the next dumpling before he swallows the first.
Dumplings are so good.
Power doesn't cancel hunger, it just makes it funnier.
Noctowl. Oh, that's a Sonic's reference. No,
He still closes it,
that's
swallows
Sonic
the first.
reference. Seriously, it was a Sonic reference. Look, that's Sonic's mom. I mean, they use that as a Noctowl.
Power doesn't cancel hunger, it just makes it funnier. He still closes his eyes when he smiles, like nothing out there exists. But it does, and it was watching. Power attracts power, and something else.
So we have a tiny bit of a problem.
He was hurt badly, but he didn't step back.
I keep forgetting what
Pain
Pokemon's
changes
at.
you.
Oh, I remember the Pokemon. No.
And this
God,
time,
the
he
bleed.
hit back.
Oh no, the blood. Ew. Oh, I feel so bad. Oh, yikes.
Not for pride, not for strength, for home. And then, the aura changed.
Aura?
Whatever made those marks was close. Too close. Every night, it moved closer. He trained when I slept. I found the damage in the morning and said nothing. The birds knew first. They always do. Then the ground followed.
Uh-oh.
That wasn't a creature.
Garchomp.
That was a missile.
Wait, I have a question. How is Garchomp so heavy? He's 6'3", even though he knows to fly. Even though he's a dragon and he can fly. Did you know Arcanine was going to be a legendary when Pokemon almost came out, but they made Growlithe?
It wasn't circling. It was coming. He stepped forward before I could.
Mega Lucario. Oh, I don't think that's... Is that Mega Lucario?
Not because he
No.
could win, because he had to.
You guys in the battle he made that evolved?
Some battles choose you. So I chose back. And he felt it through my wrist, through my fear.
Let's open my package from Courtyard together. For anyone who doesn't know how Courtyard works, you rip digital.
Yes,
This wasn't evolution. This was bond. And bond is stronger than instinct. Stronger than him. He moved faster, sharper, different.
That's fair. And yeah.
Every strike had intention, no wasted motion. He wasn't fighting angry, he was fighting certain.
He was as make evolution until no.
And the giant fell.
More than
For a second, the world went quiet.
I was saying more than
He felt heavier than ever. Heroes always do.
I'm still bleeding.
The town didn't cheer, they understood.
And I've been training for my whole entire life.
Respect is quieter than applause.
God, don't.
And we walked home, slowly.
Oh my God. Gosh.
Broken things can be rebuilt.
Wait, didn't we see that boy a couple times for Lucario?
So can strength.
Seriously, I bet you $100. We did.
The scars stayed. They just stopped hurting.
More than night. More than
He laughs again now. And sleeps like he used to. They don't look at him with fear. They look at him with trust.
Be right back. Watch
And
this.
he carries that, carefully. He still walks at my side, not ahead, not behind.
Oh my, that was such a great one. Should we get the... I got Kanto starters and well. You know, Pikachu's not real.
So I raised the 4 Kanto starters from scratch. Charmander, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and Pikachu.
Pikachu's not a starter in Kanto. Fine. Be right
I
back.
trained them, fed them, watched them grow up.
No, that's what
And
I'm
at some
talking
point, it stopped being about training. This is the full story, trust me. The ending is not what I expected. The first one out was Charmander,
Be right back.
then Bulbasaur, Squirtle, and then Pikachu. Within the first hour, Charmander found the curtains. By the end of the day, the house looked like that. And somehow, all 4 of them ended up in the same bed. Next morning, Bulbasaur went straight for the garden.
Back.
Charmander found a butterfly. That was his whole day. Pikachu found the router. That was the end of the router. And Squirtle just stood there staring at the pond, like he was thinking about something.
Oh.
And then Rhyhorn showed up.
Uh-oh.
Charmander tried. Pikachu tried. Rhyhorn didn't even flinch. One stomp. That's all it took.
Yeah, that thing's big.
He walked away like it
I thought
wasn't
it'd be
even
like a
worth
little bit
finishing.
smaller. Not that kind, maybe that kind. No, not that kind of stuff. Yeah.
After what happened, something changed in all 4 of them. they stopped playing around and started actually training. Every single day, on their own, without me asking. And when they came back together, you could tell. They weren't the same 4 Pokemon that got knocked down. After that loss, something clicked. No complaining. Every single day from the moment they woke up. Pushing harder than I thought they could. I'd never seen them like this before. Tired, but different. So when Rhyhorn showed up again, nobody ran. Charmander went first, straight at him, no hesitation. Pikachu started charging up, and I could feel it from where I was standing. Bulbasaur wrapped him up before he could move. And then Pikachu hit him with everything he had. Rhyhorn held on for a second, and then just left, walked away. And the 4 of them just stood there, completely calm, like they knew that was going to happen. That night I fed all 4 of them. Charmander ate first, fast, no manners. The other 3 took their time. And for the first time since I got them, the house was actually quiet. They weren't fighting, weren't breaking anything. Just 4 Pokemon eating together like it was normal. I should have known that wasn't going to last. The storm came out of nowhere, and then the electrode appeared. And before I could do anything, it exploded. When the smoke cleared, I looked around. 1, 2, 3. I was 1 short. They'd been scattered, all 4 of them. Alone for the first time in the middle of nowhere. Charmander ended up deep in the forest. Pikachu somewhere out in the open. Bulbasaur in the swamp. And Squirtle. Squirtle found a river. Which sounds fine, until you remember how small he still was. Charmander was the first one to run into trouble. A wild Arcanine. And I know what you're thinking. Just run. Charmander didn't run. He attacked, which did not go well. Arcanine hit him hard enough that he went down. And I genuinely thought that was it. But Charmander got back up. Slower this time. Different. And then something happened that I still can't fully explain. He evolved. Right there, on the ground, in the middle of losing. Charmeleon walked out of that fight, and Arcanine left. Meanwhile, Pikachu had found himself in the middle of a storm, which for most Pokemon would be a problem. For Pikachu, it was something else entirely. Bulbasaur had his own fight to deal with in the swamp. He won. And he didn't come out of it the same either. Ivysaur now. And then Squirtle, who had somehow ended up in the river, ran into a tentacle. Full size. Open water.
We've got you now!
I don't know how he survived that. But he didn't just survive it. War Turtle came out of that river. Three of the four had now evolved. And then Charmeleon started moving, like he knew exactly where to go. And one by one, they found each other. I watched all four of them standing together again, and honestly, I didn't expect to feel that much about it. Then I looked up. The sky was the wrong color. And then it came down. I'd heard the name before. Never thought I'd actually see one. It didn't say anything. Didn't warn us. It just attacked. And they took it. Every single one of them took it. Mewtwo looked at them like that wasn't supposed to happen. And then one by one, they stood back up.
I guess they evolved to their final evolution? Or no? Maybe during the battle they evolved to their final evolution. Because that's
And then
like
it happened.
Uh,
Just let go of whatever was holding him back.
He was a Charizard. He's a Charizard.
Charizard.
Charizard. Venusaur.
An Ivysaur.
No, it's Venusaur.
That flower had
Dummy.
been waiting for this moment the whole time. Venusaur.
Yes. Love it.
And
Blastoise, my
the
favorite.
one who spent his whole life hiding inside that shell. Done hiding. Blastoise.
It's Blastoise. God.
Pikachu never evolved.
No, he can evolve to a Raichu, but you just need to find a Thunderstone.
And Mewtwo looked at all four of them. And for the first time, four of them together.
Oh my
Charizard was
Charizard!
Then And for a second, everything went quiet. And then it all hit at once. I've never seen anything like it. When the smoke cleared, Mewtwo was on the ground.
Yeah,
And
that's where
Pikachu walked up to it, looked at it, looked back at me, and I couldn't help but laugh. We walked home. I don't know how long we were gone.
Yeah? Yeah? Oh my god, there's Gen 10 pets. We gotta watch that.
I wasn't even searching for anything today, but something was watching me from the grass.
It's Sprout. Yo, it's Sprout.
And it stepped out, small,
Yeah?
alert, watching me
come in.
just as carefully as I was watching it. Before I could move
Quacka.
closer, another one appeared beside it, completely different, but just as aware.
It's Quacka. Pom Pom. Pom Pom.
And then I realized the truth. There weren't two. There were three. When they stood in front of me together, I knew I had just discovered something new.
But no, what I was actually writing was...
This is Brown, a ground-dwelling seedling creature with remarkable awareness of its surroundings. The leaf-like structure above its eyes isn't decorative. It reacts to light and subtle air shifts. It prefers short, quick steps across open grass, staying low but constantly scanning.
Okay.
When offered fresh fruit, it doesn't hesitate. Bright color immediately triggers its attention. Despite its size, Brout carries surprising confidence. It doesn't retreat easily.
Whoa.
Its feather density is thicker than expected, likely helping regulate body temperature outdoors. The moment something changes in its environment, it responds instantly. Wide grassy terrain seems to be its natural preference. Visibility is its advantage. When startled, it doesn't fly. It sprints, fast, low, and agile.
You want me? Apple, chicken, pizza. That's my water.
Cautious, but not fearful. Brout stands its ground more than you'd expect. This one is gecko, smaller than expected. Far more complex.
Honestly, guys, these videos are interesting.
Its skin isn't scaled. It's finely textured, closer to an amphibian than a reptile.
Whoa.
Gecko wastes no movement. It waits, observes, calculates. It stays near shallow moisture zones, balancing visibility and escape. Bright moving insects trigger immediate focus. Its tracking precision is impressive. When it moves, it's almost instant. Sharp acceleration with precise control. It climbs naturally, using all four limbs with coordinated efficiency. Up close, its expression feels analytical, like it's studying you back. Even minor changes nearby cause immediate directional adjustment. It isn't aggressive, it's deliberate. Every movement seems intentional. This is Pombal, energetic at first glance, but there's more beneath that fur. The fur isn't just volume. It insulates and visually exaggerates its size. It moves in sudden bursts, light on its feet, but extremely quick. High energy food gets immediate engagement. It doesn't overthink, it acts. It prefers slightly higher ground, keeping visual control of its surroundings. Even in strong wind, its posture remains stable. The fur absorbs movement. Up close, the compact structure and alert eyes reveal constant awareness. Moving objects instantly trigger playful pursuit. Reaction speed is natural and sharp. When resting, it conserves energy completely still, but never unaware. Subtle ground markings suggest territorial instinct, controlled and deliberate. Three distinct temperaments, same environment, completely different strategies. Speed, precision, power, each one moves with a different...
Oh. Oh, this one's so long.
I thought I was adopting a small water creature. What I actually got was chaos. Stolen fish from a supermarket, barbecue robbery, a park completely destroyed, and somehow a giant lake monster.
A Garrett.
This is the story of how my tiny totodile turned into something much bigger than I ever expected. The rescue center said he was small. They forgot to mention the teeth. He didn't move, just stared at me across the carrier for a very long time. First time outside the carrier, he sniffed every single surface, then started over from the beginning. Everything in the apartment needed to be inspected, and everything that could be bitten was. I spent 3 hours researching. I was not prepared. He had 47 teeth. I counted them once. Everything in the house confirmed the total. The vet said biting was just how he says hello. I was going to need better gloves. 3 hours to assemble the habitat. He had the ramp destroyed in under 4 minutes. He approved of the water. He did not approve of the ramp. The ramp had to go. He found the edge of the pool, and then he found everything else. He walked in circles for 2 straight hours. I counted every single one. Couldn't sleep anyway. At 2 a.m., he gave up and fell asleep on my chest. I didn't move for 3 hours. It was 6 a.m. He was already awake, already staring, already tapping on the carrier. Day 2, I already had a routine. He made sure of it. I made us both breakfast that morning. Mine lasted considerably longer than his. His plate, my plate. He looked at both of them and did not see a difference.
Yes, please.
Gone in under a second. He looked at my hand like there had to be more. I spent that night researching. The answer was a lot. The answer was always a lot. First time outside, he stopped at every single blade of grass along the way. He tried the grass once, just once. That was enough information for both of us.
That's gross.
He found the garden tap on day 3. I found out what he had done on day 4.
Mommy, I don't want it anymore. Mom, I don't want it.
The water bill arrived 2 weeks later. I sat with it for a long time.
Oh, thank you.
The utility room had 5 centimeters of standing water. He had never looked happier in his life. I stood there trying to process it. He swam in circles. Neither of us said anything. The vet said he was perfectly healthy. The thermometer had a very different experience. We were asked not to come back to that clinic. 6 weeks in, he was noticeably bigger, and the problems had gotten noticeably bigger with him. He didn't chew the cables randomly. He had a system. I never once figured out the system. He looked at me like I was the one who had interrupted something important.
Whoa.
4th time that month, I bought the tape in bulk after
That's
the 3rd.
crazy.
He figured out that patients got him more food. Not much more, but consistently more. An empty hand meant one specific thing to him. It was never actually empty for long. tried to give him a bath. He had a completely different interpretation of that plan. The scratches on the tub are still there. I stopped trying to explain them. One tail movement and the pool was done. 2 months of setup gone in a second. I needed to figure out how big he was getting. He needed to know what electrical tape tasted like. The chart went further than I expected. Much further. I sat there for a long time thinking about exactly what I got myself into.
Thank you, Mommy. Thanks, Mommy.
Thanks.
He started keeping a list. He contributed his own way.
Buy more fish stuff.
I took him to the lake for the first time. He went completely silent. That had never happened before.